And I do it what it take. What's up, my dudes? MX Bikes live stream, finally. God dang. What's up, boys? Let's get on this track. Holy crap. It's time, boys. It's time. Oh, man. Oh, man. Had to get my shit set up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, I gotta get the tea. Oh, bro. Oh, goddamn. Oh, God, yes. Oh, all right, boys. What's up? Little MX Bikes action, little MX Bikes action. Little out of the blue stream here. Let me know how my audio's doing. Bike audio and microphone audio. If we got some good levels going, give me a little A-OK action. You know what I'm saying, Doug? Can't hear the bike. Yeah, that's good, bruh. It's good. I didn't want to get it too loud. Let me know if there's any, any bullshit buffering going on or anything like that. Because the way I'm having to record this, let me flip over right quick. Mic is good, all right. The way I'm having to record this is basically I'm doing like show only on 2 with multiple displays on 1 PC. So I've never actually live streamed with this sort of setup right here before. So should be interesting. So I don't really know how good it's going to work exactly, but pretty much what I have to do for this particular thing, or I have to just sit there and play the game and like duplicate display, which causes everything to lag to shit. So try to avoid that at all cost. You know, like 15 dudeskies in here. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'll get in there and start messing around with the bike audio here in a little bit. Dude, I just had to get on here. I'll get on here on an MX Bikes live stream. Holy crap. Whole titties. Okay. This live streaming thing's definitely interesting, bro. It's like a whole different animal. Pulling the tear-offs like a big hoss. Pulling the tear-offs. I think everything's looking pretty good on the video part. We're just going to be cruising on some Stewie compound, you know what I'm saying? Kind of an odd time to be live streaming, I will admit, but hopefully get some dudeskies up in here. Do the nastiest scrub you can do. All right, give me a second, Bresky. Give me a second. I'll see if I can make this happen here. See if we can do a little James Stewart action. Got to do it to him. Nastiest scrub? I mean, fuck, I can't even... I don't know. I don't know if that's really consider that a scrub or not, but there you go, Doug. What's up, boys? What's up, boys? We got the tee on deck. We got the white tee on deck. You know what it is. Too big hossing, actually. I need to calm down a little bit. Yeah, so what I've noticed with MX Bikes, a lot of it is like all in the camera view on how good like a whip or a scrub will look in the game, you know? So they don't look as big as what I'm actually throwing them in this like default lock to the bike camera view. But if you go to like some, you know, not locked to the bike or whatever, it'll look like you're fucking throwing it nasty, you know? So it really does all depend on the camera view when it comes down to it. So does the gameplay look good? Like smooth gameplay? We got smooth shit going on? No buffering? None of that bullshit? I think we're doing okay on all that. So this will be a good way for me to also live stream MX Sim as well, because I can just show only on 2 display, and it basically allows me to play the game while recording it. Usually when I'm doing this shit, I'm playing these games in 2K, but I'm not wanting to record them in 2K, so I do this whole entire, you know, I have an HDMI plug-in and a direct port, so I'm doing this whole entire, like, duplicate display. It's kind of hard to even explain, but, yeah. But it causes a lot of lag when you're trying to play a game live and record at the same time, so that's where the getting a little smart with it a little bit, doing the show only on 2, so it's kind of like you got to go back and forth between your different displays, right? Kind of got to learn what you're doing there. Dude says, can you play a bit in third person? I mean, I guess I can try to run a lap. I literally think this is the first time I've ever even attempted to play this game in third person. Holy ass and titties. I think this is the first time I've ever done this, dude. What the hell? This is kind of goofy looking. What the fuck? Literally, I think that's the first time I've ever played it in third person. You boys know how I am about simulators. Why the hell would you play a simulator in third person? Right? I mean, it's one thing, like, if you want to go in there and look at your whips and just jack around in third person, that's cool. Like, I don't have any problem with that. But when it's like you're like trying to run third person in a pro race or some shit, that's when it's like, all right, big hoss, calm down. You know what I mean? This is interesting, though. This is definitely a very different third person than, like, MX Sim, no doubt. I can't land worth a shit when it's like this, but third person ain't where it's at. Yeah, I'm not. I just did it because Home Dog wanted me to run a lap with it. Trust me, I ain't staying in third person, Big Daddy. I ain't staying in third person, I can promise you. Definitely seems like anything third-person motocross game-wise seems to be smoother on the viewing experience, though. Smoother on the eyes. You know, it's hard to watch. Like, when you get real extreme in these simulators, like first-person shit, it can be pretty hard to watch sometimes. I totally understand it, but at the same time, it's like you're watching a simulator, so kind of comes with it. All right, let's get the fuck out of this third-person shit. See, they have 2 different first-person cameras, right? So you got third-person, normal lock to the bike, first-person, then you got like a not as locked to the bike, first-person. I just use the standard camera on this shit. It's kind of where I'm vibing on it. Damn, we got like 30 people in here now. What's up, boys? I got memberships open. We got super chats open. I read off super chat messages and obviously memberships and all that shit. Become a dooski today. What you waiting on, bro? Let's try to get this shit going a little here. Dude, I've been riding on some of these Supercross tracks on this thing. I'm starting to figure out a couple of the bigger lines. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Yeah, like, see like that right there? See how like barely just did like a little pump scrub style whip thing? It looked like it was small as shit, but I guarantee you had I been in like a not lock on the bike view, that would have looked like I've, whipped it twice as far as it did right there. You see what I'm saying? It's all in that camera view, dog. Yeah, it's super difficult playing this shit when you're looking at chat, too. So, if I look like I'm going a little slower, it's because I'm constantly trying to look at chat. Excuses, Spence. Good one, big dog. So, I would say I have a total of, probably 60 hours into it now. Right? It's about where I'm sitting. All right, let's try to focus here a little bit. Yeah, brother. And then you hit the side of the jump. This game does have a little bit of an issue when you land right on the side of a jump landing. It's pretty much insta-death in this game. All right, let's focus a little here, boys. Let me actually get my shit where I can... Okay, this was the problem. I got to scoot my fucking computer screen up a little bit. Hang on just a second. Hang on, bros. We'll get it. We'll get it. Appreciate you boys tuning in, though. Told you boys we starting these MX Bikes live streams and MX Sim live streams. Yeah, giggity. Okay, it needs to be, I'm trying to figure out a good spot to actually have this screen where I still have the mic close enough to me here. Beginner ass live streamer. Wow, good one, Spence. Okay. Dude, we rode some laps on this shit last night. Oh my god. I'm talking rode some laps on this shit, dude. Was on there with like, I made a server and the password was password, right? So a couple people like figured it out and got in there. And then I made a server on here that didn't even have a password. So we had like, fuck, I don't know. We had like 20 people in there. Seemed like we rode like 50 laps on this shit last night. So it was pretty cool. I really got to see how the terrain deformation is on this track when you go like, you know, a bunch of laps with a bunch of people. Heard some people talking about the weird ass holes and shit it'll make on the track. And we did notice one of those on this track. It actually happened, but it was like deep into the riding on the track. I mean, we had it really deformed, like 30, 40 plus laps, right? It was right over here. It made one of those weird ass holes like right here. But that was the only place I noticed it make a hole on the whole track. The hole on the whole track there, big dog. The only place I noticed it do that. So, I almost think it's like based off of the track that you're on too, right? So, it's like, you know, this track came out a little further back than that new Assen track, and I didn't notice that new Assen track getting holes on it at all. So, I think it might be a thing of that sort of deal where, you know, certain tracks have like a older, like, whatever terrain deformation setting or whatever the fuck that's like built into the custom track, you know? So then that might cause it to make those holes, whereas like since they've updated the terrain deformation over the years and shit, like the newer tracks might not do it as much. I don't know. I don't know the, you know, science behind it, but it seems to be the case. Like every track does not rut up the same way in this game, you know? You can go to like some of the stock supercross tracks in this game, they barely rut up at all. You can go to that new Assen track and it's like Big Daddy, right? You can see it. Some of the tracks rut up, but you can't see it. So that's, but like a lot of the newer ones you can see really good. This track starts to get some like Red Tiger pepperoni vibe going on when you start rutting this shit up. Looks pretty funny, but that's what I was calling it last night. I was calling it Red Tiger. It literally looked like Red Tiger on Modern Warfare or some shit. Kind of funny. You'll see what I'm saying if I run enough laps on this shit. I appreciate you boys tuning in. First MX Bikes live stream. Holy shit. Big hossing out here, dude. When's the last time I threw my leg over a real bike? I've fucking been cruising around in my yard a little bit. Well, used to be my yard. I moved out, right? But that was like, I don't know, a month or two ago. Went out there, spun some shitties, rode some wheelies on my 16YZ250F, but that was about it. So, yeah, I don't know. All this bullshit going on's kind of killed my vibe on real life riding. Like, you know, all the shit going on in 2020, I don't even want to have to deal with it. Like, there's such a big part of me doesn't even want to have to deal with any of that shit. But not only that, I've been moving out and doing all that. That took, you know, 2-3 months. I need to get a new trailer. I mean, there's like multiple different things I got to do before I can really start getting into that again. But I am going to get back into that. Yeah, how many times can you say that, Spency boy? At least we're coming in here doing the MX Bikes live stream, huh? Dude, I tell you, when you're not like real life riding every day and you're the guy that has to drive to the track that's an hour away and you're the guy that has to load the bike up, you're a one-man band, you load the bike up, you load all your gear up, you load your lunch up, you load everything, you do it all. It's a little more difficult than some people, you know, understand. Some of these kids that are like, you know, camping out at these compound tracks and they walk out their back door and they're like riding on a track, right, every day. Or, you know, their dad or whoever's like loading their bike up and doing everything. It's a lot easier when it's like that, dog. Go ride the shit out of a track in real life and then try to load your bike up and do everything. I promise you won't ride as much if you have to do that. Promise you won't, bro. What's up, boys? Yeah, if I get any super chats, I'll read your message off. And we obviously got the memberships vibes going again, or going for the first time actually, so that's cool. So I need one more member to unlock some more emojis. I got some cool ass custom emojis in there. If you hit the join button, you can see what those are. It's pretty sick. They're kind of getting to where they're making YouTube more like Twitch in a way, so that's cool. Like when I first got into YouTube, they didn't hardly have any of this live streaming shit on it. It definitely is nothing like it is today, for sure. So that's why, you know, I haven't been super into the live streaming before. Ooh, that's getting terrain deformed. That's getting a little deformed, boys. Took my front end down. Oh, let's fix this wild-ass hair of mine, bro. I've not gotten a haircut since all this bullshit happened. I can't hardly even see, dude. It's getting wild out here. Can you get this game on PS4? Highly doubt it. I don't think this is on like any consoles or any of that kind of shit. Boys, I appreciate you tuning in. Goddamn. Got about 30 dudes up in here. That's like, I think that's like the top I've ever hit is like 30 people in a live stream so far. Granted, I live stream like once a decade, but still. I think that's about, we're about hitting the peaks here, so that's cool. So let's see if we can get some Red Tiger action going on this terrain deformation, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, we've been having some fun in these little, like, online MX Bikes servers. Like, I'll just go in there. It's so badass how you can just go in there and make your own MX Bikes. You can just host a world. You don't have to go buy a server or have a Hamachi bullshit MX simulator, you know. You don't have to do any of that. You just go in there, make a server with the track, make all the rules, and it just pops up right up there on the server screen in the game. Why is that not like that on MX Simulator? What the fuck? Like, you literally, MX Simulator, you have to go to the website to even see all the different servers. And on top of that, you can't just make a server straight in the game. You're going to have to either go through, like, Flowtech and pay a monthly fee, or you're going to have to, you know, get some weird-ass little Hamachi server that has all these restrictions. So I'm telling you, like, MX Bikes has some things going for it, bro. Like, that's just one thing right there. See, that's what, like, that's what keeps these kind of games like this going, really, is having that vibrant, random online racing community. That's what got me into MX Simulator, to be honest with you. That's what really got me playing MX Simulator was back in the day in like 14. I got to itch my eye. Let me pause here for a second. That's what really got me into, you know, MX Simulator back in 14 was the random online servers were such a vibrant community back then. It was so cool. There were so many people racing on those random servers, you know, like 03 and all that shit. That was just such a good time, and it's just not like that anymore. So, I don't know. I just think there needs to be... MX Simulator needs to learn some things from MX Bikes, and vice versa. You know, it kind of goes both ways. You know, MX Simulator does its certain things right, and MX Bikes does its certain things right. And they're kind of opposite in a lot of ways when you really, you know, sit down and think about it. Let's hop on this soupy crush track, brother. Oh, yeah. I mean, if MX Simulator doesn't get its shit together, oh, my God. Yeah. Okay, so, like, if MX Simulator doesn't get its shit together and this game keeps progressing in all these different areas, I'm going to give it 3 years until it's pretty much taken over MX Simulator, basically. And the thing about MX Simulator, it's not the gameplay that's shitty. It's everything else around the gameplay. That's what's stupid about it. It's the pro racing, hacking, cheating, scamming, key sharing. It's everything else around MX Simulator that's causing all that. The stupid-ass road, track designs, all that bullshit. When you just talk about the game of MX Simulator, you can't beat it. Let me fly off that berm real quick. God, this game is kind of hard to play when you're trying to think about what you're saying. But, okay, that's fun on MX Bikes, isn't it? Give you a little 1-2 flip over. Okay, these supercross tracks, you got to focus up, dog. Like, you can't mess up on one section or you're, like, going to be going really slow around the whole thing. Let me try to focus here a little bit. So, I know I can do a quad right through there, but... You know what I'm saying? So, whereas it's like MX Bikes seems to do all those other little things around the game really well. You know, the terrain deformation's better, the cool, being able to just host your own online worlds. I mean, there's a lot of little things like that going for MX bikes. Track's a little narrow right here, isn't it? A lot of little things going like that for MX bikes, but there's little, I feel like there's, you know, a lot of the, especially when you get deeper into the simulator aspect of MX bikes, that's when it's, you know, that's what they can really continue to advance on, like the whoop skill gap, you know, all that kind of stuff. Just the overall simulator feeling of MX bikes, I feel like can be improved upon. Just the feeling on the bike itself can be improved upon over time, right? So, whereas I feel like MX Simulator is basically that full-blown, flushed-out dirt bike simulator. It's not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But it's as close as we have to perfect when it comes to an actual dirt bike simulator. And that's the thing with MX Simulator. It's so hard to even understand how good that game is until you get to a ridiculous level in it. It's just hard to even understand it, right? But yeah, I mean, there's just, you know, look at this whoop skill gap. Oh, wait, there is none. Wow. Like, there literally is none in this game. I don't know why. Kind of weird. Still a little confused on that. Like, no whoop skill gap? Why? It's weird because, like, there's jump skill gap in this game, and there's roughness and roller skill gap, but I swear to God, when you get on a whoop section on one of these Supercross, it's just nothing. You're just wide open. You feel like you're playing Supercross 1 or some shit. Like, it's literally no skill gap at all. So, hopefully they can fix that with an update. I have not figured out this little track yet. Yo, that new Drake song, bro. Woo! That shit a little stuck in my head. That shit a little stuck in my head right now. Certified Lover Boy is the next Drake album, apparently. I'm a little confused on that title, but okay. I was hoping for like a, if you're reading this, it's too late, like a second fucking version of that would have been sick, but I don't know what we're getting with the old Drakey boy. Yeah, like, yeah, I really do think, like, you know, MX bikes, like I say, in another 2 or 3 years, it really is and if MX Simulator keeps on all that bullshit that it's doing, and the key sharing hacking issue just gets worse and worse on Sim, and they keep doing the bullshit basic tracks with no pre-made, and they keep trying to do the erode shit that the developer of the game said is he's not going to develop it anymore, it's totally done. If they keep on all that, then yes, MX Bikes 100% could take over MX Simulator. It ain't, yeah. Like, I built my channel off MX Simulator. That's my favorite game ever, and I'm still going to say that. Like, I'm not scared to say it. It's not really taking it over, I don't feel like right at this moment. Yeah, there's a lot of people going from Sim to MX Bikes, but long-term wise, and MX Bikes not really having a full-blown type pro racing scene like MX Simulator. I know it has some stuff, obviously, but doesn't have quite the pro race scene that MX Simulator has. You know, once it starts getting all that, then hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Oof. Oof. Yeah, let me stop here real quick. Yeah, so, you know, people saying MX Bikes is in beta, it's still in beta, it's still a work in progress. Well, it's been in beta for 6 years now, so it's kind of like, how long can you really say it's in beta? I mean, I don't know, you know? I mean, yeah, they're still making improvements to it. I'm not, like, trying to say they're not, but we're starting to get to that point where MX Bikes is really going to have to make it happen, you know what I'm saying? And I'm impressed with some of the things they've been doing. Don't, like, get my words twisted. I really love how they've seemed to have fixed that whole bullshit, like, flying off the side of the track when you barely land sideways, and it just seems like it doesn't do that as much now, to me personally. Like, and then the whole, like, coming up short or over jumping something, it doesn't feel like it just totally, you know, pulls the handlebars out of your hands as much as it used to, so that's sick. I really like that a lot. I can get my fucking Supercross vibe going. Just give me a second. That's a little sketch hitting that big of a line there. Let me, I know I need a triple in. But some of these Jumps on these tracks right here in particular, it's almost like it's better to hit the smaller line. It's kind of one of those vibes, you know? It's like it's better to hit the smaller, because the way they built the on-offs there, it's kind of better to go like on top of the on-offs instead of trying to jump all the way over. So, cool-ass little inside pre-made rut. Look at that shit, brother. Hell yeah. I appreciate you boys tuning in. Yeah, giggity. Dude, simulators are hard to play live. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, you're instantaneously going to look about half of your normal speed when you're trying to play a simulator live while you're trying to talk. Like, straight up. Not even a question about it. This little triple right here is pretty fun. But see, even these whoops right here, I mean, I'm just wide-ass open. Like, there's just not even remotely a chance of wrecking in the whoops. Just not even. Let me overjump that triple in. There we go. Now we're scooting. Now we're getting the vibe rocking. Let me see here. Jump onto that table, on, off, pulling the tear off mid-rhythm. What a savage. It's too easy, baby. Baby. It's too easy. Way too easy. Oh, that shit. Yeah, it's way too easy, boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm looking at chat. Don't worry. I'm looking. Oh, yeah, that's a fun little jump right there. You jump right up over that one shit. Boys, we got 2 teacups on deck. We got the white tea on. Whew. Oh, my God. Some legendary status up in here right now. Getting the vibe going on the SX track. Sand SX track. Holy shenanigans. Woohoo! Looky there. Yeah, that's a tricky part to this game when you start trying to really bounce. Like a tire tap off of something or bounce up off of something. That's when this game gets a little more tricky. There's the quad in the middle, but then you kind of get jacked right there. See what I'm saying, though? It's almost like you go faster right there if you just hug the insides of all that and just go on the on-off. Fuck, I messed up my shift right there. So get this shit, right? If you think your suspension really matters in this game a whole lot, it's just like MX Simulator, okay? If you're not literally a full-blown professional in any of these simulators, I'm talking you played it like 5,000 plus hours, you don't even really need a jack with your suspension. I promise you don't. I'm still running stock suspension in this game. You don't have to change shit to be like hitting triple ends or, people get so caught up in that shit thinking you have to change something. And, the multiple videos I've made on MX Sim with the stock suspension versus modded, like you can still hit everything with stock suspension. It's such a fine tuning thing. People take like setting your suspension up in these games way too seriously. It's not that big of a deal unless you're like really, really, really deep into the game. You would be doing more harm than good trying to adjust your suspension unless you have at least like 5,000 hours into the game. You see what I'm saying? And that's the exact same way MX Simulator is. You'd be doing more harm than good. Yeah, you can go there and like do little tweaks. I'm not saying you can't. And by the way, I'm talking specifically about the suspension, not the setup, right? Specifically like the bike suspension stuff, right? That's what just doesn't matter as much as people seem to make it out to matter, Ooh, now we vibing. Look at that speed, dog. Hell yeah. We're getting some speed around these corners now. Just takes you a minute, That was the thing, I had it in my head like, shit, maybe I need to change my suspension. Shit, maybe it'll help with this. And then I just, went in there and actually played the game more. Just got better at the game a little bit, and then everything was fine. I didn't have to change anything. People get so caught up in that shit, I'm telling you, bro. Got 30 dudes up in here. What's up, boys? God damn, my hair, I swear to God, shit's getting long, bro. I refuse to go get my hair cut when all this shit's going on. I just refuse. All right, let's get back on the MX track ski. Damn, this tea got me needing to take a big piss, dog. Big ass. Let's see if we can get... Look at this red tiger action. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at see this little bit of red tiger going on here. Little Modern Warfare 2 red tiger. Let me show you. Hang on just a second. me get... Shit, I need to run a couple more laps to really get it where you can see it, but it's pretty funny when you do start seeing it. Like, that's one little bit of a frustrating thing riding on some of these tracks, like the Stewart compound and shit. Seems like when you really start going fast, it's like you just almost automatically cut like half of the corners. Like, not even trying to, you know? And then you feel like you're cheating on the track. It's like, shit. Right? Like, there's so many corners on this track where it's just like even this one right here, you know? You can literally just do this right here. See what I'm saying? See how you can, like, ride the very edge of the track? Whereas if this was actually, like, a legit track with hay bales or some shit, you wouldn't even be able to do that, right? But you're kind of off the track, but you're kind of not off the track. I don't know what the fuck, but that's a little, like, frustrating, right? See if we can get the speed going a little. Tear-off vibes, tear-off vibes. Yo, that tear-off system in this game, come on now. Shit's pretty legit, dude. I really wish the tear-off system had it to where, like, when people were in front of you actually roosting up onto you there, it would, like, cause dirt to fly up on your screen more than just riding around the track. I don't think it does that currently. The texture quality on my bar pad looks so low because I'm lowering my overall texture quality so the ground decals don't get over-textured so that you don't get that weird-ass grainy effect on YouTube, like whenever there's rain in a video or snow in the video or shit like that. I got to do that on Sim, too, where I'll lower my graphics quality on everything so that it doesn't get that weird-ass look, right? So, it's kind of what it comes down to. There is a quad ski right here. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, boys. Yeah. Ooh, Spence. There you go, Doug. There you go. Don't even think that shit's worth it, but, you know, if you want to balls up every once in a while, you can do it. You can definitely do it. Let's try to throw a whip. Woohoo. These jumps are pretty steep, dog. Like, you gotta... These are a little scary when you haven't had a whole lot of whip practice in this game. These jumps are a little scary, I'm not going to lie. Dude, I love hammering the gas down through there. Oh, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get on the brakes quick enough. Holy Toledo, that's fun. All right, T-brake, piss brake. Be back in a jiffy. Give me just a second. Boys, I'm getting hungry as shit all of a sudden. Let me go get some nuts. Hang on just a second. Hell yeah, dude. We got 21 broskies in the chat. 21. Alright. There we go. Oh. I'm getting used to the live streaming shit, boy. Got some Rutsky vibes turning up here. Ooh, look at that. Look at it. We're tossing her. Yeah, MX Sim is better in some ways, and MX Bikes is better in others. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. No, dog, I totally agree with you. MX Sim is better. Like, so MX Bikes is better graphically, obviously. MX Bikes is better terrain deformation, obviously. MX Bikes has a lot of cool little shit that MX Simulator doesn't have, like a tear-off system and tire pressure and fuck. There's like 300 other little things, right? But MX Simulator, it's just hard to explain because it's like a whole different feeling, you know? It's a whole different feeling of a simulator. And MX Bikes feels realistic in some ways. It does, for sure. I gotta get my tea, wash this shit down in. It's just like they're both motocross simulators, but they're not the same thing. You know what I mean? They're just not the same kind of game, really, when it comes down to it. Yeah, I see there. Fuck, I can't even see your name. Hang on. Yeah, Crow Minion. Yeah, if you could mix the games together, it'd be perfect. Yeah, could you imagine if, like, MX Simulator had the graphics of, like, the official Supercross game, right? Like the terrain deformation of Reflex or some shit. Like, all that mixed into one. Oh, my God. And had, like, the tear-off system of MX Bikes and, like, the host your own world online shit like MX Bikes. Like, bro. I was eating me some good old nuts, dog. Just some nuts, you know what I'm saying? Got to get the nut in every once in a while, you know what I'm saying, big dog? We got some plainer mixed nuts, you know what I'm saying? Just Big Haw status, really, all it is. Fuck. We just missed this whole roller section. Dude, this is a game you have to focus on, though. It ain't no, maybe like reflex and chilling. It's, you gotta focus on this shit. I gotta periodically look at chat when I'm playing this. I can't, and that's kind of a problem I have. I get in a habit of looking at chat too much. I need to quit doing that so I can actually try to go fast. There is an inside rut right. Whoo, Spence, there you go, bud. Oh, bro. What's up, boys? Appreciate you tuning in to the stream. Finally, MX Bikes live stream. Holy shit. I was putting that off, wasn't I? Good lord. Huh. Let's just see if I can get back on the track without crashing. I don't think I can. I actually don't think I can. Yeah, like, you know, MX Bikes definitely has some cool, realistic, like, gravitational pull to the ground, like when you jump up in the air, and the graphics combined with it definitely gives you a, you know, like real life riding feeling, without a doubt, right? But MX Simulator, to me, like the feeling on the bike, and I know I only have like 60 hours in MX Bikes, okay, I know, but like, I can just already tell how fast I'm hitting whoop sections, how quickly I was hitting bigger rhythms in this game and shit. It's just not quite the depth, skill gap, like infinity skill gap feeling of MX Simulator. It's just not quite, it's like the game is just not quite developed to that point yet, right? The way I explain it is like, MX Bikes feels a lot more fun, like the first half. Let's just say you're taking like I don't know, 5,000 hours into MX Simulator and MX Bikes, right? So you're putting 5,000 hours into MX Bikes, you're putting 5,000 hours in MX Simulator. Well, MX Bikes is going to be a lot more fun like the first, whatever, 200 to 500 hours. But it's going to start getting to a point where MX Simulator would become the more fun game when you start getting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 hours. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of the way I would explain it. What's up, Travis? Bros, we're just chilling, dude. I don't even give a fuck about looking fast in this live stream. We're chilling. Dude, man. It's hard to even have fun at a game anymore when shit gets so, like, min-max. Everybody's trying to be better than everybody else, and they think their life depends on it. And it's like this whole fucking thing, right? Why is this not... Am I out of tear-offs? You shitting me, boy? I think I'm out of tear-offs. God dang. I think I'm actually out of tear-offs. Look at this shit. Yeah, good one, Spence. That's helping. Okay. We're going to have to return to pit or some shit. Yeah, let's do that. Damn. That's cool. I heard that it could do that. Yeah, CLZ, I already did third person. You missed it. Sorry. I ain't going back there again, brother. I ain't doing that again. It ain't bad in this game. It ain't, I mean, you know, it ain't like a bad third person, but I just feel like simulators are kind of meant to be a certain way, and that just is what it is, you know? If you want to go in there and look at your whips in third person, fuck around, okay, so let me just explain it like this. I think you should be able to look at your bike in any kind of camera view on a simulator, right? Any kind of camera view. You know, kind of how like a plane simulator, I'm pretty sure you can look at your plane like way off third person. I don't even know, but I guess the point is, yeah, that's all cool, like when you're chilling in single player or fucking around or whatever, but like when you start getting full-blown pro racing, paid money series, and they allow third person with first person, that's what I have a problem with. That's where it becomes an issue for me. Because then it's like, it almost feels like you're at a disadvantage then at that point when you're in first person, because all those dudes in third person can see everybody around them. They pretty much are never going to wreck on a first start corner. And it's like, you know, it's just such an advantage that it almost makes you feel like you have to play in third person in the pro racing then at that point. Or they're going to be able to see more than you. But then it's like, well, fuck, it's a simulator. Why should it feel like I have more of an advantage playing in third person on a simulator? You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, if nothing else, I think it should be like, you know, if they want to have pro third-person paid racing series, make that a separate thing than the paid first-person series in a dirt bike simulator, right? Make that a separate thing if you want to have that, but don't mix those two things together. They've been doing that in MX Sim forever. Drives me insane. Like, it is such an advantage, but it just is what it is. I'm not going to play third-person pro racing on MX Sim. Not going to do it. So it's not a problem with third person in itself, you see what I'm saying? It's a problem with the rules around pro racing and third person. See what I'm saying? There's a difference there. Yeah, dog. Let's pop off right quick. Boys, we chilling on the Stewie compound. We big vibing. Seeing some of that red tiger going? Look at this shit. Let me get right here. Look. Red tiger pepperonis. See if we can hit the big line in this one rhythm up here. Might be able to. Oh, fuck. That gets a rut in that corner. Didn't really hit the big line, but then that allows me to hit the inside for that. Then you can go inside right here. Then you can go triple, right? Triple. Okay. Then you can go around here. Quad daddy. That's not worth it because it's in between the two tables. Fuck. Yeah, MX Simulator's got 101 other problems with it that, you know, holy crap. They're having a bad key sharing issue. It's every week somebody in the top 5's getting caught key sharing in that game. I swear to God. It's every week, dog. Some bullshit, something, you know, somebody doing some little cheating, scamming thing like that. Charlie, you're going to get a ban, big dog. You better calm down. I don't deal with spam. But yeah, that's one of the big things about MX Simulator for me personally now that I don't really want to play it, is it's just like there's just not enough structure to the pro racing anymore. There's not enough anti-cheat in the game. There is no anti-cheat. Let me correct myself, right? They do not get permabanned if they get caught key sharing. They do not. Rush got back in a year later. They obviously do not. They get an indefinite ban, and then you get back in a year later. That's how that works. So now nobody's scared to do it. Everybody does it. Not everybody, but a lot of people do it, right? That's how it works. And that's the thing, like, I'm trying to think in my head how they could fix it in a way to where you couldn't key share as easily. Obviously, if you live right beside the dude, he can come over to your house and ride for you, like obviously, but so Freezy says, why did you low-key bash? Oh my God, what's up, my dude? Ski! Isaac Lucas, I appreciate you, buddy. New member in the chat. Fuck yeah, dog. Now I got some more emojis I can put on there. I appreciate you, buddy. Okay, let me answer this dude's question here. Freezy, why did you low-key bash this game, call MX Simulator superior in every way, and then out of nowhere you only play this? Okay, so let me just, kind of clarify. A few of the complaints I had about this game were like back in beta 9, 10, some complaints in beta 13. Yeah, if you haven't really noticed, I haven't really talked shit on this game much at all since beta 14 came out. They fixed a few of these little buggy simulator aspects, physics aspects to the game. The game's becoming more just like playable now, right? So and it's funny because that's what I've been talking about this whole time with MX bikes that they've needed to fix. So, yo, Isaac, hit me with some of those custom emojis, dog. Oh shit, I gotta see this shit in chat, dude. Yeah, and that's the thing, MX Bikes is just getting better and better and better. So, yeah, I definitely had some complaints about MX Bikes. I did. And it's not a perfect game, still. But now, it's becoming more playable to where it doesn't feel like some super janky beta fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And with MX Sim, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. The tracks are getting worse. The key sharing, hacking, scamming, bullshit. Let's try to fake your way to the top. No anti-cheat. Shit-ass road, terrain deformation system, shit-ass pre-made tracks. I'm just like, dude, I'm in a weird state of mind to where Sim's going to have to do something big to really get me back. They're going to have to totally fucking reinvent the shit, or not necessarily reinvent. It's funny I say reinvent. Really, it's just going back to what worked in the game beforehand. But they got to start restricting. If they could do it, in a way, the way I would say is no erode at all, right? Full pre-made tracks like they had in 17, but then you go in there and you really restrict the qualifying in the pro races, right? Because, you know, yeah, back in 17 and, you know, before they had a road, yeah, it did get one-lined because they gave you about 75 days to qualify on the track. Yeah, it did get one-lined, dog. That's what happens when you have a min-max game and you give people, you know, 3 days to qualify on it. So giving people like 30 minutes, boom, come out with the track, 30 minutes to qualify. Like you're just barely learning the track, and then boom, you got to go in there and race on it first moto. And then 5 minutes before the second moto, boom, they come out with the second moto rough version, completely different pre-made version of the track, change up the rut placement, make it a little rougher, make some kickers on some jump faces. And then so you have no idea what that track looks like until basically like you're out there racing on it, boom, right then and there. Obviously, you know, like the base layout and everything from the original version, but they just changed some of the way the pre-made is made. And boom, you go out there in that second moto version, right? I think that would be the perfect way to do it. Yo, MX Simulator is showing its age, right? It's a game from 2007. It's showing its age. So it's almost like, it's like you just got to let MX Simulator be what it is, what it's good at. You can't continue to try to put these modern day fucking things. I got some emojis. Yeah, Isaac got the custom emojis. I appreciate the membership, dog. You're my second member ever. Technically, you're kind of like my first real just out of the blue member. So that's cool. One of my buddies, he became a member of me just to see what the fuck, just to become my first member and see what it did, right? But you're kind of the first random one. What the fuck is all that white background bullshit on the emojis? That's a little weird. Not sure why it's doing that. I don't know what that action's all about. I'll be sure and have that fixed, though, before the next live stream. It's like I've got like a pure white background on the shits, and it's supposed to be more like off-white. You know what I mean? I thought I had it transparent on the backgrounds of all those emojis in the membership badge and shit, but apparently not. I'll have that fixed soon, though. Got the teacup emoji. Are you kidding me, bro? Big hot status. Big daddy status. They can't hang. Fucking crazy. Alien fucking emoji, dude. So now I can make another custom emoji. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with that. I'll think of something. I got so many themes. I got so many vibes. I'll come up with something. So it's cool, like the more members you get, the more custom emojis you can get. Like if you have, it just like goes up the ladder, right? So like now I can have 5 emojis, and when I get like 2, 3 more members, I can have like 6, 7 emojis, and it just keeps going, right? The thing about key sharing is if you'll key share, you'll do anything, right? I mean, it's just, it is what it is. I'm not saying every key share hacks, but I'm saying if you will go to the extent to key share in a pro race, you 100% would go to the extent to hack in a pro race. It's not even a question. You see what I'm saying? Like, you obviously don't give a shit about racing legit, like, let's race in this paid pro racing. I love when people act like, dude, it's just a video game. You get so mad about it. It's a paid fucking pro racing series, dog. You're basically stealing from people in a way is what you're really doing. It's fraud. You're stealing from people when you're key sharing or hacking in a paid pro racing series. So it is a little more extreme when it starts getting like that than just some random bullshit. Yeah, I'll put it in third for a lap. Let me get on the MX track, big dog. Oh, what the fuck all that white background shit is on my emojis. I'll get that fixed soon, though. I can do it pretty quick. Hello, what's up? I don't even fucking know how to say your name, big dog. Yeah, let me see how quick I can wreck in this third person shit. I've clocked in a total of 2.5 minutes in third person in this game in my lifetime, so that's cool. Just big status, honestly. Just way too good at the game. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. And the thing about MX Sim now, it's like it's so it's like people care more about trying to scam, hack, key share, cheat their way to the top. It's like people care more about that than they do racing legit. It's like seems like more people are trying to do that now than just play the game and race legit. You know, you got all these younger dudes that are trying to get this MX Simulator fame and this MX Simulator status, and I'm so much better than you at the game, so I know everything about everything, and I'm a legend, and you suck, right? So then they go to all these lengths to try to get that, and, you know, versus playing the game for like, I don't know, 3 hours a night for 3 years straight, they go in there and look at all these other little ways to scam, work around the rules, you know, all this other stuff, and that's kind of what the game's turned into now. And it's just, it all comes down to what the professional organization wants to do about whatever, right? So, as of right now, when you key share, you get caught all the way key sharing in a pro race, you get what's called an indefinite ban, which really means you just get a year ban. That's it, a year. So, what's up, Lucas? There you go, dog. Now you're getting it. So, yeah. So, train of thought. Here we go, Spence. Okay. So, that's the thing is people aren't even scared to do it. What, you get banned for a year? Okay. Who gives a shit? It's not like you get a perma ban on your name when you key share. It's just like, you see what I'm saying? They're not strict enough on that kind of bullshit that I just think it's going to get to that point where it already kind of is to that point where that's why I'm not really playing a whole lot of sim, is because it doesn't even really matter if you do good in the racing right now. Nobody really gives a shit. I promise you they don't. Gone are the days of Tyson Fresquez, Hunter Root, legendary status, you know how that shit was. Gone are the days of that because there is so much scamming, hacking, key sharing. You can't like count on anybody racing legit. You don't know who's racing legit, who's not racing legit. The shit's running so rampant in the game now. Like I say, every other week there's a new dude in the top 5 getting caught key sharing or doing some kind of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So then it eliminates that, what it means to win. It eliminates that credibility. It eliminates that why you even play it in the first place, right? Because you could be in there racing, get a podium, and the two dudes in front of you could be key sharing or running some sort of micro hack. You know, a little 5% speed boost hack. Dog, if people can hack a $1 billion company like Activision, if they can hack the shit out of Warzone, I promise you it's not that hard to hack a game from 2007 made by one guy. I promise it's not. People that think hacks just don't exist on MX Sim or like, you know, whatever, nah, you're living in a fairy tale land. It's all over the place on Sim. And I think now they've gotten smarter with it to the point to where they make it just enough to where you can't really tell by just looking at somebody riding if they're hacking or not, right? It's not like so oblivious obvious like the dudes that were hacking in the amateurs, like doing a fucking 25 jump in. It's not so obvious like that, but it's enough to give you a good speed boost. You see what I'm saying? Like a little 5% speed boost, a little 5%, not as much fall off hack. You know what I'm saying? I think there's all kinds of shit like that in MX Simulator right now because there's so much of a reason to do good in a race, all the status, all the fame, all the shit, but then on the other hand, it's a game from 2007 made by one guy. So you see how it creates that reason for people to want to do it? Once you get that reason for people to want to do it and you don't have a legit anti-cheat system, you're not really strict on your rules when people do bullshit like key sharing and all that, permaban, no questions asked type rules, you just, it's going to fall apart. And that's what you're seeing. Like straight up. Yeah, there's very few people in Sim now. I think they've all left. That's the thing. It's full of a bunch of toxic Modern Warfare 2 15-year-old. I don't even know what it is now. But that's like literally, you can go through, look through the names of everybody racing now. It's like 70% of the community is under the age of 16. It's crazy. It was not like that 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know. That game is getting taken over, bro. Just seems like a lot of the old school dudes have went on to something else. They really have, or just stopped playing that, right? But yeah, MX Simulator's got a tough road ahead of it. I don't know how it's going to pull itself out of this one. I really don't. Because you can sit there and talk till you're blue in the face, but if there's key sharing and hacking, micro hacks going on, and there's nothing really in there proactive to prevent it, like you got to just be caught red-handed doing it, it's just, you kind of go down a slippery road, right? RF's kind of going down a rabbit hole that I don't know if they can ever really get themselves out of, you know? Yeah, we've all been that age before, right? I'm not trying to sit on a soapbox. We've all been that age. That's my precise point, though. When you're at that age, that real younger age, not all of them, but a lot of them, they will take the easiest route to get whatever. So if they can hack it, micro hack it, key share it, whatever the fuck, to get this fame, this whatever they're looking for between their buddies, right? You get good at MX Simulator, and it really is a fame thing. It really is a, you know, you can talk mad shit on some dudes when you're doing good on Sim. So there is such a reason. You just know how it is when you're that age. That's everything to you. How good you look in a video game to your boys, that's everything. So if you can, you know, play the game legit, play it, you know, 5 hours a night for 3 years straight to become legendary, or you can go in there and run a micro hack or key share with somebody that's already good in the game for one race, you know, send him $5 real quick, whatever, then people are going to do that, right? And that's just the way it goes. Like, dudes in 250 are key sharing for dudes in 450. Dudes in 450 are key sharing for dudes in 250. Dudes that's been permabanned are back in there with different names, key sharing for other people. Dudes that are pro in the game are key sharing, riding for their boys that are in amateur class. It's a fucking shit show, I'm telling you. It is a shit show. And that's why I don't even want to play it. Because what's the point? I've put like fucking 6 years of my life into that game to play the game legit, race in the game legit. And you get all these younger dudes in there. It's every other day now. Somebody's getting caught doing something in that game. I swear to God. It's not just like a once every month, or it's every other day. Somebody's getting caught doing something. So that's why it's just not worth it. I think in my head of all those times I got 4th place, 5th place finishes in RF 450 main events, and you think, damn, how many of those times would I have gotten a podium had those dudes in front of me not been key sharing, hacking, whatever, right? How many times? It just makes you start to think about things like that, you know? You know, and they may not have been in those particular races. I'm not saying they 100% were, but I'm saying it's becoming a big, big issue in the game now. And if JLV doesn't get a hold of that quick, it's going to be rough, dog. Going to be rough. And that's kind of the thing with MX bikes. When they start getting into the pro racing of this game, they better be strict as fuck on shit like that. It had better be a no questions asked. If you do any kind of riding for somebody else, or they're riding for you, or you're running any kind of hack in any kind, it should be 1000% permaban your name and UID, so that if they ever try to come back with a different UID, they can't run the same name, right? So they're not going to get the same fame level, which is what they're after. It's kind of like with MX Simulator, right? Like if you permaban somebody's name, they can come back under a different UID and a different name, but they're not going to have the same fame. You see what I'm saying? They do that to get the fame on their name. I could rap in this bitch, but you see what I'm saying? So permabanning does work in the shit, man. It really does. What's up, Dalton? Yeah, it's not a foolproof system. Yeah, they can come back with a different thing, but a lot of times that gets out too. Like if one of those top dudes gets caught hacking whatever and they try to come back with a different name, a lot of times that gets out that they're doing that, and then you just permaban that account too. You know, you got to stay proactive with the shit. That's what keeps these really competitive games alive. That's like with Warzone. That's why it's so shitty right now, because Activision is not doing enough shit to really permaban these hackers. They're not. And they're just not. I mean, it's all over the place. So just think about that for a second though, right? $1 billion Activision. I don't even know how much Activision's worth. Billions of dollars. I don't even know. Somebody looked that shit up on Google. I don't even know. But they got all the money in the world for anti-cheat. You know, they could probably pay 1,000 people just to be sitting there looking at, you know, bans, like people trying to report people and all that. And it's still, every other game, it seems like you got somebody 100% obviously running a hack in Warzone. So do you really think it's that hard to run a hack in a game from 2007 made by one guy? No, it's not. They've got every hack in the fuck, everything you can imagine, they have it in MX Simulator right now as we speak. I promise you they do. I promise you. It's not even a question in my mind. It's not. Right? And yeah, the obvious hacks, I'm doing a 25 jump in running 100 miles an hour. Yeah, you're obviously going to get banned for that. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about micro hacks. I'm talking about 5% speed boost hacks. I'm talking about 5 to 10% not as much fall off hacks. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you take that Cody Daw hack, right, where they were 25 jumping in the rhythms in that amateur race in like 2019, right? Literally got caught with the hacks. You take that hack and you just tone it down and boom, there you go. It looks like you're not necessarily running a hack, but you're going legendary speed. See what I'm saying? 15 billion net worth? Holy shit. Pretty crazy. Yeah, still ripping JS7, big dog. It's kind of what I titled this video, so, you know. But that's what's so frustrating about it. It's like, god damn, you know, all of the time I put into MX Simulator to race legit, try to earn the shit like you're supposed to. And all these squirrely ass boys running hacks and key sharing because they think they're cool, they think they're savage, bro. Look at me, I'm getting away with it, right? It's that like young mentality, bullshit mentality. They're getting away with a lot of it. They're getting away with so much of it. And that's what's like making me not even want to play the game anymore. I'm telling you, that fact alone is just so, it's like, what the hell is even the point? I mean, what is even the point? I don't know. That's just me, though. Once it gets to that point where it doesn't mean anything really to win anymore, and there's no real, you know, I don't know how to explain that any better than that. But once it starts getting like that, there's no real point to winning. There's no real, doesn't mean a whole lot because shit's so unprofessional, so much scamming, hacking, bullshit going on. Once it gets like that, there's no point anymore. You see what I mean? Yeah, you can milk it till it's dry and keep on playing it and stay in there, but then it's just hackers racing against hackers, key sharers racing against key sharers, and that's all there is in the game anymore. If I could sit down and think about it, I guarantee you, at least 50% of the overall pro racing, amateur racing community in that game has ran a hack or key shared in a amateur or pro race at some point in time. At least 50% of the people racing right now have done that. Period. No, see, that's where you're wrong, Charlie. You say it might not mean anything to win to you, but to others, it means a lot. What I'm saying is it doesn't mean anything in general as a whole. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, all those idiots that are still caught up in it, those, you know, few dudes that are pro racing, obviously it still means something to them because they're still racing. But it doesn't, it's not going to put you on the front page of, you know, some sort of motocross simulator news. It's not like it's not as big as it used to be back in the days of Fresquez and Root and all that shit. It's not the same because now it's just not even the same RF anymore. It's not the same professionalism. It's not the same any of that. You see what I'm saying? So the more hacking, the more scamming, the more bullshit, it just starts to diminish what it means to actually win. Because it's like, you don't know if that dude that won's hacking or key sharing or not or whatever. They don't even permaban you for key sharing, so nobody has fear of doing it. See what I'm saying? So it's not just, it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. It doesn't mean anything in general anymore, because the game's known as a hacking, key sharing, cheating game now. You understand what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But yeah, obviously those... See, that's the deal with MX Sim. I'm getting on a tangent, but fuck it, we're live streaming. We got all the time in the world, right? This is what happens. So you start playing MX Sim. You don't really understand how the community works when you first get into it. You don't understand all the hacking, key sharing. You don't understand. You ain't been around long enough to understand, right? So you get into it. You start dedicating all this time. You get to the point where you've dedicated years into the game to get to a pro level or whatever. So then it's like, you will look past a lot of things when you've dedicated years to a game. You understand what I'm saying? You'll look past a lot of things. Whereas if, let's say you only had, I don't know, 4 or 5, like a week into the game, it's easy to walk away. Oh, everybody's hacking the shit, everybody's key sharing it, let's just walk away. But when you put so much fucking time into it, so much of your life into it, it's hard to walk away from it. Even though you know how much bullshit's going on. You know how much everything's... It's like your brain gets caught up in that shit. Woohoo! Let me land that real quick. You know, your brain gets kind of caught back and forth of... Oh, damn, I know there's a lot of people key sharing. I know there's a lot of people hacking. It's unprofessional as fuck. But you know what? I'm going to race anyways because I've put all this time in to get this good. I'm going to do it anyways. And that's what a lot of people, you get caught up in it. You get stuck in it. And it's hard to leave, you know? And so that's what happens. Yeah. See, it's about the people who haven't gotten caught, not who has gotten caught. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that have gotten caught. Think about all the ones that have not gotten caught and have gotten podiums, first place finishes, won prize money over people that are racing legit, paying to race. Oh my God. You know, winning big prize money over people, and they never got caught. Think about all the ones that never got caught, okay? It would change the entire history of the game if you could figure out who all has actually key shared and hacked in pro races on Sim over the years. It would change the entire history of the game. That's how crazy it is, you know? So... Okay, so Homedog says, but you probably run into hackers in Warzone as well, and you still come back and play it. Okay, you do realize how many people have quit playing Warzone strictly for that, right? You do realize a lot of people have stopped playing that game for that reason alone, right? And not only that, you're not in a paid pro series when you're just hopping in there on a random online Warzone. It's a lot easier to accept it when it's not a pro series where shit's on the line, statuses are on the line, money's on the line. It's a lot easier to be like, oh, dude's hacking, let's report him, I'm going to keep playing. But when you're in a simulator that takes you multiple years to get good at, you're paying for a pro racing series, then you figure out people are doing that bullshit. That's when it's different, big dog. That's when it's different. You know, that's what makes it different. But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you right now, even just key sharing like in single player or Warzone when it's not a pro thing, that still, you know, makes me not want to play Warzone. I still play it because I haven't played it a whole lot. You know, I just haven't really gotten into it. But if I like had played Warzone, let's just say 500 hours, and I was still seeing hackers every other day in it, I would probably quit playing it. See what I mean? Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. The thing with Sim is there's just nothing really preventing you or scaring you to not key share or whatever. You know what I mean? There's not enough, they didn't make enough examples out of people that had been caught doing it beforehand. They had a good chance there with my little homeboy, old Rushy boy. Yep. You know, he's a fan. It's kind of cute. They had a chance there with him to make an example because he was leading the 450 points, right? And he actually got caught key sharing the year before that. Oh my God, Rush has done so many fucking things I can't even put it into a 3-hour-long live stream. But anyways, point being though, he's one of the top, quote unquote, top dudes, right? He got caught doing all that kind of shit. They could have made a big example out of him, but they choose just to let him right back in a year later. And then he can't even get through the next Supercross season without doing 10 other stupid ass things. So then they got to ban him again. It's just like so predictable, bro. Oh my God. It is so predictable. Who is doing it and who is not doing it? It's so predictable. It's insane. So, you know, it's one of those things of, oh, and I do think Rush got caught key sharing again when he's literally banned and he's key sharing riding for a dude in the top 5 in points just like a week ago. So he's still doing it. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got to permaban motherfuckers that get caught key sharing at the beginning in the first place. That's why you got to do it. I've been saying this whole fucking time. But no. RF doesn't want to do that, so it's what it is. That's one person, man. No, Jacob, you're actually wrong. It wasn't just one stupid thing this year. He literally did like 4 or 5 different things. He was cutting the track, making a fool out of some race, cutting the track, blowing his buddy off the track, and then they caught wind that he was like setting up a different race. So they were like 3-4 dudes in there racing, letting their buddy win on some other race. There was 3 or 4 things that caused him to get banned this year. It was not just one thing. But the thing is, that's on top of him just coming off of the year ban for key sharing. Then he's still in there doing all that dumb shit. That's what makes it multiplies how bad it was. You see what I mean? Like, had he done all the shit that he did this year just without ever having a history of doing anything, it wouldn't have been that bad. But it's just a never-ending history with him. It's never-ending with the shit. Yeah, they're rigging races. They're fucking, dude, there is so many other things. Oh, and that's just what Rush got caught doing, okay? It's what he got caught doing. Doesn't mean that's all that he's done. There's levels to the shit, big dog. Levels. So, but that's the thing. It's just like, they don't care about the game. They don't. They want to go in there and be a troll, hack, key share. But then they try to turn around and act like they are trying to race legit. They try to play both sides of the coin, right? Rush has done this forever. When he's not banned and he's, you know, they're not catching on to his bullshit, he tries to act like, oh, I'm leading the points. I'm so good at the game. Look at me. Right? And then he gets caught doing all the bullshit. And then it's like, oh, well, I don't care. Yeah, I key shared, bro. I don't care. Like, it's whatever, dude. Tries to, like, play it off like he never cared. He's just a savage. And then they let him back in. He tries to be all professional. Oh, RF, I was doing this. I didn't mean to do that, bro. Oh, my God, dude. I had to race a real-life race. I didn't actually do it, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the fuck, right? He tries to play both sides of the coin. You can't do that. Either be a troll, be a bullshitter, be a key share hacker, or be a dude that actually plays the game legit. Stop trying to be both. Stop it. You can't do that. Stop trying to be both. I swear to God. Yeah, that's the whole thing. JLV just needs to take it back over, period. That's the only way I really see anything happening for the game. And those updates rolling out from JLV are like once a decade now. So, yeah, that's not looking too promising. What, it's been like 2 months since we got the last update for MX Bikes. JLV is more worried about 3D flaggers than he is actually anti-cheating his game. I don't know. Shit's insane. What's up, Nicholas? Yeah, JLV's banning the apparent obvious dude that just hopped in the game and he's running some super hack that's obvious. or he's doing some stupid, obviously key sharing, like joining in there and not changing his name back, and it's fucking obvious that he's doing it, right? Or telling everybody in a chat that he's doing it. Yeah, JLV's banning the obvious dudes, obviously, but it's not, dog. That is the people that are obviously not really trying to get away with it. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes that are genuinely trying to get away with it, and they are getting away with it. Check out the Red Tiger vibe. Look at this shit, dog. Hell yeah. But it is what it is, you know? And then there's this whole group of people on Sim that think, oh, well, if I just run a hack or I just key share in single player, then it's no big deal, right? There's a whole nother group of people that think that way. And that's, yeah, it's not as bad as doing it in a pro race, but you're still going down that same rabbit hole of, like, you're scamming the game. You're scamming the simulator. You see what I mean? Yeah, it definitely is not as bad as doing it in a paid series, but, like, there's so much clout and shit. Like, if you become a content creator on MX Simulator, right, and you're a big hoss, just in your gameplay, you're going to get a following from that. It don't matter if you're pro racing or not, right? See what I'm saying? So if you go in there, even if you're in single player and you're running some micro hack, people see your gameplay, you're still getting some of that clout. You're still getting some of that MX Simulator Haas, you know, fame. So you're still bullshitting your way to the top in a way. Even if you're doing that shit in single player, you're still a fraud. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Like, hey, run a cheat on, you know, Grand Theft Auto. We've all done it. That's cool. There's no problem with that, but that's completely different than this, right? You know, if you're sitting there on a soapbox acting like you've never put cheats off a cheat planet into a Grand Theft Auto game, you're lying, boy. You're lying. So we've all done it, right? But when you start getting into these multiplayer games, these games where it's all about how good you are at it, you know, you run those little cheats and shit on Grand Theft Auto just to screw around, right? You make flying cars, you know, it makes the game better. But when you're just doing it in these games to make yourself faster or make yourself look better at a game, that's when it's bullshit. That's when it's stupid. Yeah, I don't have any modded gear on MX bikes right now. I'm running the stock shit. I do have the 450 CR though, so we're semi big hossing, you know, semi. We got a little semi action going. But yeah, dude, it's every day now. I'm out of tear-offs. That's awesome. I actually really love that feature that you can run out. That's cool. Holy, there's the quad daddy. There she is. Hell yeah. Oh. Yeah, dude, MX bikes, when you get your shit kind of going on it and you play it a little bit, it's fun. It's a fun game. Like, it's kind of got a little bit easier to get into feeling than MX Sim. Now, that kind of bullshit will happen every once in a while. But, is the stream grainy looking for anyone? It's probably the track I'm on, Doug. That definitely causes that. That's why I'm running my graphics on, like, as low as it'll fucking go in this game, because I'm trying to avoid that YouTube grainy effect, right? 34 dudes in the chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your eardrums out there. I got some compression on the mic. I think you're okay. I think you'll live. Just happy to be on here playing a damn simulator on a live stream, dude. I appreciate that membership, Isaac. That's badass, dog. Does MX Bikes ever go on sale? Well, now that it's on Steam, that's another one of those, the fuck MX Simulator. How the hell are you not on Steam yet? But I digress, right? If it's on Steam, I would assume it would have deals at some point. I don't know, though. Charlie says, play sim. I am playing a sim. You like that? Watch it get to the point where people call MX Bikes sim. Because it takes over MX Simulator, and then everybody's playing MX Bikes, and then when you say sim, you just mean MX Bikes. Oh, dude. Imagine that shit happening. Oh, damn. I want to race you on sim. No, you don't. That's all I have to say to that. Oh, I would just love if there was... Oh, it just sucks that this can't be possible. But I would love to see if JLV really went in there and put a full-blown anti-cheat. He figured out the little micro hacks they were running. He figured out a way to ban it out of the game where they couldn't run it. He figured out a way to where you couldn't key share in the game. I would love to see which one of those boys are not up on the top step of the podium, which one of those boys are not getting their normal positions in races. Woo-hoo! I would love to see it. Love to see it. Dude, this Stewart compound, you can just vibe on this shit for like weeks. Terrain deformation just gets better and better and better. Look at these ruts up this face. Yeah, like, you know, like I said, MX Simulator is starting to show its age. So, and what I mean by that is you have all these other games that are coming out with all these more modern day features like terrain deformation with, I don't know, cushion to the dirt. You know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool when you have cushion to terrain deformation. Just me, you know. But that, you know, tear off systems, all this other shit, you know, you're starting to see all these more modern day motocross gaming features and all that type of stuff. And it's starting to make MX Simulator look even older and even older and even older. And when they try to inject these newer modern systems, like a terrain deformation or a whatever the fuck on MX Simulator, you start to realize how that game engine was not even made for it. Because the game engine was too old for that. This is like Unreal... Fuck is this? Like Unreal Engine 4 or some shit? You can like instantaneously see the difference in what the game engine to a simulator does with terrain deformation. It's insane. It's insane. Like MX Simulator's terrain deformation system, it doesn't even seem like an actual terrain deformation system compared to this. Literally. It's just not even in the same stratosphere. It's not even the same thing. It's crazy. And the thing with MX Bikes, it's very track specific, so you just got to keep that in mind, right? It's not a thing of like, I have my road set to this number and it's going to do this certain thing no matter what track I'm on. It's like every track has a pre-built into the track terrain deformation, or I guess it might be mixed with the, you know, tile map. I'm not really sure. But all that shit's like preset. So you could go to like the Stewart compound or go to the new Aston track or whatever, and it could run up completely differently than like one of the Super Garage tracks or one of the old custom tracks or whatever. So you just got to keep that in mind with MX Bikes, right? I'm hitting jumps without even looking now, looking over at chat. 35 dudeskies. That's kind of cool. Live streams kind of start chilling at a good number now. That's cool. I'm hoping now that I'm starting to live stream more, we can start getting more people into the live stream. That'd be sick. Yeah, see, that's the interesting thing, right? MX Simulator came out in '07, and then Reflex came out in '09. So right there between '07, '09, of course, with Reflex MX vs. ATV, that was a AAA company, right? MX Simulator was a one dude, literally one dude making the entire game. But still, you know, that game engine of MX Simulator is starting to get so outdated. Like, the gameplay itself, the feeling on the bike, shit's unbeatable on MX Simulator. It's unbeatable. When you get your shit going in that game and you played that game for 5,000 plus hours, that feeling of that game is unbeatable. It's straight up unbeatable. But it's everything else around it, right? It's the old-ass game engine, weird-ass terrain deformation system that doesn't really feel like it fits into the game. It's everything else. The unprofessionalism, key sharing, hacking, all that bullshit. That's what's killing it. It's not really the gameplay. You see what I mean? And all the tracks are getting made so differently now because of the terrain deformation. So then it's killing all your pre-made single-player track experience. So then that's another little thing that's playing into it. And then it's just pointless going back and riding on older tracks now because they're boring as shit. Right? Flat tracking bullshit, you know how it is. So you're killing all that, but it's like JOV cannot just come out with a whole new, okay, we're going to have a brand new MX Simulator game engine, here you go. He's never going to do that because that's never going to work and jive with all the older track content in the game. You see what I mean? And that's what I mean when I say things like, let MX Simulator be what it is. Stop trying to add all these modern systems into it that don't fit into the game, because all you're doing is splitting the community. All you're doing is now you have a road-built custom tracks and you have normal custom tracks. You see what I'm saying? So then now it's like there's half of the community riding in the game like you should have a road on every single track, which doesn't even work on fucking, tons of the older tracks, because they don't have that modern, updated tile map terrain deformation bullshit. So you can't even hardly ride on all the older ones with the terrain deformation. But if you could also be living in that world, kind of like I am, like the terrain deformation just doesn't exist, and I just ride on every track with no terrain deformation, and then ride on the older tracks like the good old days, no terrain deformation, no lag, no nothing, right? So see how it splits the community at that point? Whereas if JOV ever came out with an MX Simulator 2, with an updated game engine, then you can start doing all those other little things, like terrain deformation system from day one, so it doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel like, half of the custom tracks are made for it, half of them weren't made for it. You see what I'm saying? You get all those, you get a more coherent experience over a long period of time when you keep all that shit like somewhere in the same realm. When you try to change it too much, it's like you got two different games in one game. And I think that's what's really starting to kill MX Simulator, in my opinion. Barneasy with the dude, what's up? Hang on just a second here, boys. Hit it with a little back action. Oh, look at the emojis. Look at that shit, dog. Just have to do a little something here, don't worry. Just a little something, It's all good. T-Vibe's going heavy, boys. T-Vibe's going heavy. That dude is in here to cause a ruckus. It's pretty obvious. Should have banned him when he was spamming earlier, but I tried to give him a chance. And he's still bullshitting. Let's go to a different track. I know this is trying to be a JS7 video, but fuck it. Let's go to a different track. Do a little Polita action. Right? There's dudes in here their only goal is to try to disrupt my stream, try to get me to talk about a bunch of bullshit, and that's all they're trying to do. He's out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah. No Polita Raceway. Just Big Hoss status. So the thing about when you're still like an early live streamer, you don't have a ton of people watching your live stream, a ton of people, you know, commenting in the chat and shit. You have to be a lot more strict with the bans on people because they can basically overtake your entire live stream if you don't do that. Whereas if you have a lot of people watching, there's fucking 10,000 messages going every second anyways that it don't even matter. You don't even have to ban anybody anyways. See what I'm saying? So you got to be a little more strict on people when you don't have as many viewers. So we can throw some whips. Do a little whip practice. A little whip practice. There we go. I'm going to open my door. Shit's getting a little hot up in here. A little spicy. My computer, I don't know if you boys can hear my computer. Shit's struggling a little. It's like, whoa. I got a lot of different custom fan settings and shit. Look at all those. Oh my God, the T emojis. Oh, it's just too legendary, bro. Way too legendary. I don't know if I can even handle it. It's too legendary. Yeah, MX Sim for me right now is basically, I'm just like playing it just to play it in single player, check out some of the newer tracks. I've still got some custom tracks I'm fucking around with because I always love doing that, but other than that, I couldn't give a shit. You know, couldn't give a shit about none of it. Like, I don't give two shits about the pro racing in that game, not at all right now. Not even close. And the thing is, all you boys that are just now getting into RF and shit, and you haven't seen how long all this bullshit's been going on, it's a lot easier for you to just keep racing and not see much of a big deal. But when you've been around it for a certain amount of time, it's just like you get to a point where it's just not worth it anymore, you know? It's like, what the fuck is the point? I'm having more fun on MX bikes right now than I am MX Sim. Not just gameplay sense, but all the bullshit going on with Sim kills the experience for me now. It just kills it. You know, it's just kind of getting to that point. It's just like, what's the point in even playing the game anymore? So much hacking, so much key sharing, so much shit. Like, what's even the point, brother? See if my PC can cool off a little bit. Almost got 40 dudes. That'll be a top that I've ever gotten on any live stream, so that's sick. We're sitting at 39. We can do it. Let's get to 40. Let's get to 40. Fucking watching this shit like a hawk. Just big status out here. No big deal. 40 dudes in a live stream is pretty solid for a dude that never live streams. I'll say that for sure. 40. Yeah, brother. We hit 40. We hit 40. What's up, boys? All you guys tuning in. We got memberships. You can scroll up in the chat a little bit, see some custom emojis. Big Hoss status. Memberships. I give you a membership shout out. Oh, fuck. Isaac, do I have you in my dude ski roll in my Discord? Because that's also a perk to becoming a member. If I don't, let me know and I'll get your ass in there. Now my PC quieted up. She quit purring. She quit purring. It's all good. All right. Already got you in there. Cool. Yeah, I'll also be shouting you out in a video too. That's how it works. Like if you become a member during a live stream, I shout you out a live stream and a video. And if somebody becomes a member when I'm not live streaming, I just shout them out in a video. That's kind of how I do it. Like I said, this is just the start. It's just the start, brother. Finally got everything set up like I want it. Finally got in the new place. Finally got where I can live stream. We got the green screen ordered, but for whatever the hell reason, it's like taking an extra month to actually come in. So once we get that, I'll have the green screen, face cam, the whole caboodle. Telling you, dog, we're going all in on this shit. I'm gonna do it what it takes. You know what I'm saying, dog? Yo, that little Dirk part of that new Drake song, it's just pretty hossin'. I didn't even really know the kid too much beforehand, but it's just pretty hossin'. I love little phrases like that. Drake's done it so many times in songs where he's like, I'll do it what it takes. Like little, like where you kind of change the words around a little bit, right? But it still means the same thing. Fucking love that shit. I don't know why. He's done that so many times before. Which it was actually Lil Durk saying it in that song, but you know what I'm saying. Yo, new Drake album, Certified Lover Boy. You guys think that shit's going to be a bust or like really good? What do you think? Certified Lover Boy just gives me the impression that it's going to be like fucking R&B. Like the whole thing is just going to be R&B. It's not going to be like Drake banger, Six God, you know, energy. I just don't feel like it's going to be like that. Boys, I'm just cruising looking at chat. Oh, yeah. Little over jump action. That's cool. The stream seems to be, keeping a high view count here. It's fun. Later, Donnie. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, Jacob says, will it ever really be like that again? Nothing was the same. If you're reading this, it's too late. 0 to 100 real quick. Trophies. All those songs from Drake songs from like 13 to 15 specifically, and all the features he did. Y'all better not come to my funeral. That fake shit. All those songs, we made it, right? I just don't feel like we're ever going to get that again. I feel like that was the peak of Drake. 13 to 15. That was the peak right there. Straight up. I just don't think we're ever going to get that again. I mean, his new song's legit. His Laugh Now, Cry Later, or whatever the fuck, but it's just, and I was happy. Like, I'm okay with, one or two of those songs on a new Drake album. It's sick, right? But I hate when he only has like one banger in the whole thing. Like More Life, the only banger in that whole thing was Free Smoke. You know what I mean? And then you get to Scorpion, half of the album is R&B. It's like, Drake, dog. But it was weird because like back in the days of If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, not every single song on that album was like a quote-unquote banger. But it was still savage. It was like a sneak banger. You know what I mean? Like, Six God, Energy, all those were bangers of bangers. But Legend, Madonna, You and the Six, all those weren't really bangers like hardcore, rap songs. But they were so badass. They were still a banger even though they weren't a banger. You know what I mean? It's like hard to explain it, but... Yeah, and then Drake did the whole Tootsie Slide bullshit, like TikTok type shit. I wasn't a fan of that. I don't know what that shit was all about. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just thinking like Drake 13 to 15 is probably the best we'll ever get out of him. There's just I could connect on so many levels with the dude back then. Because he was like, nobody can tell me shit. I got enemies. Like, it was like a whole different vibe back then. I don't know. Whole different vibe. I got no friends in this mama. It was just such a, I don't know. Like, inspiration like you will never even imagine from that shit. And especially if you're somebody that has become... I'm not saying I'm famous, fucking obviously, 15,000 subs on YouTube, that's like nothing, but like it gives you confidence when you have kind of became a little something like that, it resonates with you more when you have done stuff like that than just like none of that, right? But now it's almost like Drake's just looking back on everything that he's done, and it's like this big. He's just kind of chilling now, you know. It ain't like a going at him trying to, you know, solidify his place as the GOAT anymore. He's just chilling. So it's a whole different thing. All right, boys, you want me to start up a server here so some of you guys can hop on? I'll do it. I'm going to do a live stream password only so we don't get complete randos, but I'll get you in there. I don't care. You can take me out, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. It's all good. Do we have another cutie in the chat? Is that what it is? Boys, you know the drill. You know the drill. Shit's so simple, it's sad. It's insane. Yeah, that new Microsoft Flight Sim seemed pretty legit. Yo, this trolling shit, this comes with the territory, right? There ain't no motherfucker live streaming with more than 10,000 subs that doesn't have dudes doing this in a live stream, period. Like, it's just part of it. All right, let's run a race. Host world. Good old Spencer Turkey. Password. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's get on some Jazz 7 free practice. All right, I got to actually initialize it, then it'll show up on the server page. Shit, I need to get some more tea, too. About to pop off some multiplayer vibes. So all you boys saw the password there, okay? Yeah, you need to buy MX bikes, dude. For sure. All right, give me just a second. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's funny because it's like the irony of it is, and I don't think a lot of these trolls realize that I realize this fact about it. They're perturbed. They're upset. I've hit some sort of nerve, right? I've gotten them frustrated enough to want to come in there and do that. So you see the irony there. They come in there and act like, you're mad, Spence, you know, fuck you, whatever. And it's really, they got upset about an opinion I gave on something. That's why they're doing that, right? So the irony there is pretty legendary. All right, boys, hop in. Password's turkey. And in this game, shit, let me get my tea right here, hang on. In this game, you actually have to disconnect when somebody new joins, or you can't, like, see their rider. It's really weird. You only see their bike. So it's kind of a struggle. Yeah, and imagine the irony of they take time out of their day, they waste their breath, well, not their breath, but fuck, you know what I'm saying? They waste their time to go in there and actually go into my live stream, give me an extra view, make me more money by watching the ad of my video. They take all that time, and all that really happened at the end of the day is I made money off of them. That's it. Like, you didn't offend me. I've been seeing this shit for like 5 years. You're not offending me. You're just making me more money, big dog. So you can come troll all you want. You can keep on, you know, watching my videos, trolling on my shit, but I'm just going to keep on making more money. Did we get another one? Did we? God, it's so easy. I swear to God, I'm getting good at it. Crazy. And listen, you can come in here and, you know, give an opinion on my comments and my videos, whatever. That's straight. I have no problem with that. A lot of times I don't even give a fuck about that. Say whatever the fuck you want in my comments. But when you come into my live stream, now we're in a different, you know, we're in a different area here. All right. Got back on the track here. Yeah, some of those older James Stewart Scrub videos are pretty crazy. Dude, you're like a clone of me. You're literally... Do we have the same helmet and everything? Fuck. Yeah, we do. Holy shit. Same bike, same helmet. Big hoss. Look like we're on a fucking team out here. So my server name is, my server name is just Spencer Turley. You can probably find it on the MX Bike servers. You might have to scroll down a little bit. Password is Turkey. No caps. Oh, and the best part when they think they're offending me by saying Turkey, and it's literally like, that's what my bros call me. Like I've turned it into a compliment. Oh, that's the best part when they think they're offending me on that one. Oh man. I've literally incorporated it into my channel and into my theme. This turkey can fly, boy. Like I swear to God, I'm going to have turkey merch, turkey butt patches, turkey stickers. I swear to God. So you can keep on thinking you're hating on me or like offending me or whatever, but when it's literally a part of my channel, I don't know really what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. This little Supercross track right here is pretty interesting for sure. Any of you new dudes tuning in, I'm on a multiplayer server called Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. Hop up in here. I think you got like, what, one dude in here? Yeah, I'm going to try to get behind him. Try to fucking go off of this without dying. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll be playing some MX Sim on some future streams. I'm just so, like, not feeling that game right now. I don't know. It's just like, even now that I'm not even pro racing, it's just people are still telling me there's people getting caught key sharing every week in the shit. They're still telling me all that. So it's just like, holy fuck, why would I come back if it's just still going on like crazy? Why would I even attempt to come back? And I mean, the tracks, good Lord, let's not even get into that. Right? Just a whole nother aspect. Woohoo! I always seem to lose the front end in that corner. I don't know why. Yeah, I think I get on the brakes a little too hard there. So I don't think this game actually has, like, quote-unquote anti-lock brakes. Like an anti-lock brake setting. I know you can do a, like, full-blown, you know, you can adjust on the actual brake, like advanced brake settings, like you would do advanced stability, but it's with the brake, right? I know you can do that, and I know there's brake help, so I don't know if that, I don't have that on. I don't know if that classifies as anti-lock, but I know you can't like set just your front brake on anti-lock or just your back brake on anti-lock. I know for a fact that that's just not, that setting does not exist in this game. So yeah, I was talking about tear-offs earlier. I don't even know how many you get. Seems like somewhere in the neighborhood of like 40, 20, 30? Shit, I don't know. I'd say probably like 30. That's what it seems like. I don't know for sure, though. Boys, we got memberships up. Fucking a lot of perks at that. You can take a look at that if you want to become a dudeski today. Appreciate all the support. There you go, big dog. Yo, password to the server is Turkey. Server's called Spencer Turley. Password's Turkey. All lowercase. It's funny when it's like, my fans call me Turkey. You fucking idiots. Thinking that that's like offending me. My fans call me that, you fool. I can't tell you how many times I get in there on a MX Simulator server or whatever, and it'll be like, you know, fuck you, Spencer Turkey. Fuck you, dude. Like they're really getting at me. It's like, dog. Shit cracks me up, though, I tell you. Oh, gives me a good old chuckle. Shit, I should have named my membership Turkey Squad. What the fuck am I doing? We could have made a flock. Is that what it is? A flock? Flock of turkeys? I think with geese, it's what the fuck is it with geese? I just had it in my head. Baby geese are called goslings. Flocks. Fuck, what am I? I'm trying to think of something. What's like a pack of geese? Flock of geese? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I had another word in my head for like a flock of birds, but I can't remember it. Savage. Oh yeah, that's the best thing you can ever do, by the way. Somebody's trying to make fun of whatever the fuck, turn it into your thing. Then they can't. It's like becomes pointless, right? Like, that's what you got to do, dog. We got some big life lessons out here. Being racist. Okay. We got a liar boy up in here. We got a dude just lying his ass off. All right. People make up anything and everything, I tell you. Okay. Yeah, let's try to stir the pot. Let's go in there and say Spencer's being racist. Yeah, let's do that. Fucking idiot. I ain't never been like that to anybody, dumbass. Ever. It's part of the game, boys. Part of the game. Yeah, that's the best part, too. When it bans them off of here, it bans them off of every... They can't even comment on my videos or anything anymore. So, it works out, you know what I'm saying? I can't imagine being like actually famous, you know, like Drake level or whatever. Oh my God, the amount of shit, the amount of lies, the amount of bullshit, the amount of, oh my God, I can't even fathom it. You know what I mean? Holy crap. Like, I can't even begin to fathom that. Days, I can't see your shit, so let me return to pit. Any boys just tuning in, we got an MX Bikes multiplayer server called Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. I repeat, password is Turkey. No spaces, no capital letters. Yeah, it's just part of it. Like, it's part of it, dog. Especially if you don't sugarcoat things. Oh, shit. Right? Especially if, you know, you actually give a real opinion on something every once in a while, you know? Oh, man. They don't like that. It's written all on their face, boy. They can't handle that. No, no. Password for the server is Turkey. Be sure and come in here and run into me. Stream snipe me on MX Bikes, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. I'm not even going to fucking say that, but all I'm saying is dudes will do anything, you know? They'll do anything. People believe things too much nowadays. For how much bullshit goes on in the world and how many people try to lie about shit, you just can't believe shit. You can't. Get it from the source. Fuck all that word of mouth, dog. If you don't get it from the source, do not believe it. Period. Period. Like, if you don't have 10,000% proof or it came from the source, don't believe it. And they're getting into all kinds of bullshit now. Even if you think you see some real proof, it may not even be actually real proof. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, you gotta be careful. How do you edit the traction on what? MX Sim or MX Bikes? I don't know how the fuck to do anything on track editing on MX Bikes. On MX Sim, you've got to go in there on the... let me think in my head. I always say this wrong, and I don't know why I do that, because I think of it stupidly in my head. Tile map file. Tile, fuck, I don't know. I could tell you if I was sitting there looking at it, but it's in your tile info, maybe? Shit, tile map or tile info, one of those two. You go in there, and it should have, like, the stock grass and the stock dirt, like, different roll friction number coding and all that bullshit. So that's kind of like your two base tractions, okay? And then if you're wanting to make a different traction, a lot of times the easiest way to do that is to just go download somebody's track, right? Go into their file. If you like a certain traction or you go on a sand track or whatever. Oh, look at how that dug a hole right there. What? So it did that when my bike was just laying on the ground. Holy shit, maybe that's how it's doing the holes in the ground. What the... Okay. It's a little bizarre. But yeah, so like that's the easiest way to do anything is you go download somebody's track. They basically already have it like a template laid out. Like if you go to Sand Track or whatever, and you kind of see what sort of roll friction, whatever kind of numbers of coating to make the dirt feel like sand, and then you can go in there and adjust on it. You can change the roost color. You can import your own PNGs for different roost color. Import your own. I don't know if you're flipping me off or giving me a high five. Not sure there, bud. You can adjust like I pretty much customly made like 90% of my tile maps. So I've got like two different kinds of sand. I've got a water slick. I've got a mud. I've got a normal dirt, traction dirt, hard packed dirt, snow, and all those different things have different roosts. They have different, you can change the way like the actual, you're painting that tile map down so you can change what that's actually painting down. But then you also put decals on top of that, so it like turns into a whole nother thing, right? It's not complicated, but it is if you don't know what you're doing. Kind of what that shit comes down to. All right, we got a lot of dudes here that I can't see their shit, so I think I just got stream sniped. Yeah, it's good seeing you there, Moto Go-Go. Ooh, I need to start ballsing up and hitting that quad, don't I? Passcode's Turkey. Spencer Turley is the name of the server, and password's Turkey. Well, yeah, there's going to be a delay, you stream sniper. Obviously, that's how streams work. I'm just fucking with you, by the way. Yeah, it's like a 3 or like a 4 or 5 second delay, right? So, like, if you're looking at the stream right now, you're not even going to know that I went way over here until like 4 or 5 seconds later, right? Or maybe even a little longer, I'm not sure. Keeping them pretty steady, like, 40, 30, 40 viewer count. That's pretty sick. I don't even know how the fuck long have I been live streaming? For a minute, for sure. Password's Turkey. I repeat, Turkey. I do seem to get more lag in this game when there starts to become quite a few people in a multiplayer server. I do notice that, so that's a little aspect. This game definitely can improve on some of the, multiplayer server side of things, right? You get this little thing where it'll just totally lag out sometimes when certain people try to connect. So that's an issue as well that needs to be fixed. Triple. Why do I come up short on that? I need to just hit the gas there. I don't know why I do that. It's not like I can't hit it. It's super easy, but I just let off the gas for some reason. I don't know why. Wow, is that the first time somebody actually was able to take me out? What is this crappy game? He says. Daze your bike. You about dazed me there, dude. She about dazed me. We got memberships on the channel. That gives you access to the Dude Ski Roll in my Discord, which is basically where I really get to posting when I'm getting online and stuff like that, even when I'm not live streaming. So that's a little perk to becoming a member. Dude Ski Only live chats, got custom emojis, got a couple other little things in there. So yeah. Any of you boys that do become a member, all you got to do is DM me on Instagram, and I will figure out who you are, and I will get you in the Dudeski roll that way on my Discord. Instagram's just Spencer Turley, no spaces and no capital letters. Oh, fuck. Woohoo, I need to hit that corner wider for sure. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I fucking stayed up till like 2 o'clock last night playing this shit. Like, I just got into it. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I was just chilling. And it's weird because I don't get into this game like I got into MX Simulator. It's a different kind of being into the game. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this is a lot more of a chill, just kind of having fun, cruising around. Whereas MX Simulator's a little more like, oh my god, focus, like everywhere, right? Quad, focus. Whereas this is just more chill. I mean, it might get more like that when I get more into it. It's definitely possible, but I don't know. It just seems a lot more, this game has a lot more like friendly riding on the bike elements to it, to me, it seems. Try to get over here behind some of these dude skis. Jump into the whoops. The literal Monster Energy Supercross 1 whoops. It's kind of cute. Oh, brother. I don't know what. I'm just kind of jumping over that and then hitting this. I don't know what's really the best. I got to be careful jumping sideways on a jump. Oh, by the way, if any of you guys have PS4, well, fuck, add me on Snapchat, first of all. Spencer Turley, no spaces and no capital letters, right? And I will, I'll put my Warzone, my Activision shit on there, so you can add me on Warzone. My PlayStation Network name is also, good one, dog, good try. Epic fail. My Warzone shit, I'll put it on my Snap. I'll put, well, my PSN is just Spencer Turley, no spaces and no capital letters as well. So you can add me up on that. It's normally what I play Warzone on, PS4. I don't know why, I just liked it. It's just so easy, and I don't have to use up the 100,000 gigs on my PC for it. Bro, we've been live streaming, damn, for a minute. Been going at it. I am getting definitely some more lag now that we have like, fuck, I don't even know, 10, 15 people in here. Definitely getting some more lag. I don't know if it looks like that in the gameplay or not, but I can feel it. I just like jumping to that table. I don't know why. I could quad, but it's just like not really worth to me. Oh, shit. But yeah, I will say this about MX bikes. It definitely, the physics of the game definitely jive better with motocross tracks than they do supercross tracks, for sure, 100%. Yeah, you can still get around supercross tracks and quad and all that, but you can just tell the physics of the game are just more made for motocross than they are supercross. So hopefully with updates, they will be able to get it more supercrossy feeling to the bike, you know? More whoop, skill gap, all that type of shit. Hopefully that's how it'll be. Keeping this bitch in first gear. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, it's weird. With MX bikes, I actually like a more stock style gearing than I do on sim. Like, I like longer gears on MX bikes than I do on sim. It just seems to work better in this game for some reason. Makes everything smoother. Yeah, you do have to download the JS7 track. All you got to do is Google MX Bikes JS7. I think it's on like the forums. You just download it right there. And I think you have to have the newer bike mod pack shit too. I don't know if you actually have to have that or not, but I think you might have to. But yeah, I'll go in there and figure out whatever the hell is going wrong with the custom emojis and the badges where it's got the weird like white square outline. I don't know why the fuck it's doing that, but I will figure that out soon. That might have been one of my own problems that I just didn't figure out. But I will fix that. Where it's got totally transparent backgrounds to the shit. Oh! Oh! Oh, Big Daddy lines, brother. Big Daddy fatty lines. That's like that line that James Stewart, like when he was trying to make the comeback, he finally hit that big ass line on the track. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. Look at this fucking Stream Snipers hit me like once out of 1,000 times. Oh, brother. Gonna have to get better than that. Alright, let's get on this MX track. That was a totally different dude. I think I just got in his way. Bad track re-entry. I'm gonna get suspended for 2 weeks. Ooh, can I... Yeah, I figured that would happen there. That's cool. Sit! So there's like 2 different ways to actually spawn yourself back in this game when you wreck, which is interesting. You can sort of like tap it. Giggity. You can tap the spawn button and it kind of spawn you back, or you can hold it down. But if you hold it down, you kind of get into this thing where it won't let you back on the track because it'll say track not clear, all that bullshit. So definitely the better way to respawn in this game is to just tap the spawn button for sure. Not even a question about it. Make him up short real quick. Kevin Hart. But I appreciate the new member. Isaac, appreciate you, buddy. And yeah, we're going to get these live streams going. I'm going to start doing like 2-3 a week. Maybe even more. I don't know. But yeah. I want to do some Warzone live streams really soon too. That'll be some fun. So many hackers we can get involved with there. Oh my god. That jump in particular, right on the edge of that, is so... like not formed terrain. It's so smooth terrain. Oh, what a legend. Right? So it's like so jagged that you just instantly fall down if you land on the side of that. Kind of crazy. Let's try to hoss this thing up for a lap. Ooh, I hate over jumping shit in this game. Hate it with a passion. Password for the server is Turkey. Server name is Spencer Turley. Be sure to come in here and stream snipe me. Yeah, there's just so many... I don't know. I feel like when I really get into any of these simulators, I get so perturbed on... I don't even know if perturbed is the right word. It just kind of annoys me on some of these tracks that don't really have solid, like, off-track barriers, you know? It's not like, oh, here's the inside because there's a tough block there. There's a hay belt there. There's like yellow sticks. Dude, epic fails again. There's, you know, whatever. So it like really makes it where you can't cut the track. You know, you can't like make little cheat cut lines and shit. When you get on something like this, it's just so you're riding wherever the fuck, which is fun for free riding. But when you're trying to actually like go fast, do lap time, do that kind of thing, it's not really the track for that, right? Oh, I'm looking at chat. I almost died. Like, you can't really say, you know, if you're like in here racing with somebody on a track like this, you can't really say, oh, well, I'm like keeping up with you, or I'm just as fast as you, or I'm whatever. You can't even say that because there's just no off-track barriers, right? There's just nothing there, so you just can't really say that. There he goes again, misses again. He's hit me once out of 69 times so far, so that's cool. That big hoss wrecked on his own. Dude, I'm having fun live streaming though. This is my shit. Like, I swear, I think I'm more of a live streamer than a YouTuber. Swear. I gotta lean forward on this 4 fatty when I'm going through this wide. Gotta lean way forward. or it'll just flip right over on me. Now we're getting that speed going, baby. Baby. Ooh. Yeah. There you go, Spence. There you go, brother. Now you're getting to a semi-pro amateur level. Big hoss status. Gotta love the little gestures and this shit. Oh, somebody joined in. It lagged me out. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can take this dude out. Hang on. Is he on an electric bike? I think so. Or he'll just wreck on his own and take me out too. It's funny how he takes me out when he wrecks, right? He couldn't take me out when he was trying to take me out, but then when he wrecks on his own, it takes me out. That's funny. All right, server is called Spencer Turley. Password's Turkey. You know what it is. Hop in here and stream snipe. I fucking brake checked his ass. He came up short. Oh my god, that kind of shit cracks me up, bro. I'm gonna have to clip that. Holy fuck, that was legendary. That was legendary, bro. That was a moment. That was a good one. He went to the moon and back. He like came, I brake checked his ass and he got on his brakes and he came up short on that double. They just launched his ass. Holy shit. That's a good time. That ain't nothing but a good time. Okay, I'm big hossing. I needed to hit the gas more there. I got to take a fat piss, okay? The T's hitting right, you know what I'm saying? This dude's cracking me up. Look, Mom, I'm on TV. Oh, look at the boys. Look at the boys. Give me your best emojis, boys. Best emojis right now. Why did I say emojis? Emotes. Shit, sorry. Yeah, give me your best emoji in the game. Oh, but I'm going to start doing a lot more for the Dude Ski Roll in my Discord, which is my membership, which is basically like subscriptions for Twitch, right? I'm going to start doing a lot more for that, but that's basically the biggest perk. They didn't quite have me trapped. That's basically the biggest perk to my membership thing on my channel now, so it gives you access to the Dude Ski Roll in my Discord. I'm going to start doing a lot more for that. He finally gets me because I just took off. Holy Toledo, big dog. I'm going to have to protest you for that track re-entry. Sorry. I think RF's going to suspend you for 2 weeks, and then they're going to permaban me for just talking about how unprofessional they are. You know what I'm saying? I never forget that shit, boy. Never forget. Thank God now they don't do that, but there was a time where you said anything bad about RF, you're banned. There was literally a time it was like that. You're welcome, I'm here all week. Thank God they don't do that anymore, but oh my God, that was full-blown dictatorship at one point. Oh, copper, holy shit, dude. Can't even see your shit. That's one little thing about MX bikes that needs to be fixed, like, soon. Where when you get in these little multiplayer lobbies, it needs to make it to where you don't have to, like, let me try to not die here. It needs to make it to where you don't have to actually, whoo, fuck me. It needs to make it to where you, let me get this out, can I? I don't know. We'll try. Here's this jackwagon, can't even stay on the bike. Oh my God, I got like 25 dudes around me. I can't even focus. I can just see their shadows, like three. Whoa, dudes going through me. I can see like three dudes' bikes, just shadows going through me. Holy shit. What they need to make it to where you don't have to actually like go back to pits and shit, and then get back on the track to see their rider and everything. You know how when it only shows the white bike and that's it, no rider. That's a bug where like you have to go back to pits and start it over again to see their rider, which doesn't make any sense, but that's something you kind of have to do if you don't want to just see a bunch of random white bikes with no rider. Yo, I got him again, Mom. Yeah. So he's at like a 0.2 succession ratio with his stream snipes here. I think he's made about 35,000 attempts and he's succeeded about twice. That's cool. Yeah, and they also have the problem where it kind of lags out like that when some people try to join. Ooh, that quad's big fatty. Quad is big daddy. Yeah, that copper dude, he's got to reset his shit. I'm going to reset. Get back to the pits here. We're on a server called Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. You know what it is. We got memberships. We got super chats. We got all kind of shit on this live stream, brother. Let's hit the big line. Oh, brother. Oh, bro. Oh, that was a little too far on the second jump. We yeeted her out on the second jump a little too much, but that's cool. Ooh. Got a little red tiger action going on the track. A little red tiger. Dude, that was so cool back in the days when, like, you were legit when you had red tiger on a gun on the original Modern Warfare. Right? Or you had blue tiger. It's just so cool back in those days. Ooh. Look at all of this pepperoni action. Appreciate all you boys tuning in the live stream. It's cool to see the support for sure. We got a lot more to come, brother. This is just the start. First MX Bikes live stream ever. First one ever, dude. Yeah, get turned around, son. Get juked out, boy. Juked out, boy. Oh, now we're getting some more lag. Yeah, every time certain people join in, it like freezes the game up for like 2 seconds for me. I don't know why. Did he try to hit me again right there? Epic failed again. Dude, you're lowering your percentage of succession on taking me out. There he goes. Now he got one. Like shit like this, and we're just in there messing around. This is funny. Like, I love this shit. It's actually like helping me with my skills, right? Like, they're right there. It's like the dude's training me. It's like, okay, you got to get on your brakes. Like, it's like I'm going around cones trying to avoid this, dude. Shit's awesome. You're actually helping me, dude. Holy fuck. That's so funny, though. Yeah, what? I don't know when. It might have been me that dug that big ass hole. I don't know. Oh, I cannot. I know you can triple in from that outside, but it is a son of a... It's treacherous. Oh, that is an awesome spawn point. I just can't get out of it. Just can't do it. That dude's like, get the fuck out of the way, Spence. I'm trying to hoss on this track, dude. Get the fuck out of the way, brother. Yeah, some of you boys just tuning in. We're on a MX Bikes public server called Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey, no spaces and no capital letters. Sometimes when you land in this game, your front end just goes, nah, dude. Nah, dude. I'm just gonna start free riding so this dude just cannot get to me. He's a fan. It's okay. Wow, I actually touched Spencer Turley in a video game? Wow, dude. That cracked me up when I brake checked his ass and he flew to the moon. Oh, bro. Oh, yep, that's it. That's it. Holy lag and a half now. Okay. Look at the ruts. Look at the red tiger action. We got some ruts, dude. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Days, you calm down there, Big Daddy. Holy crap. Scared me a little, dude. His ass end is just like not even straight. Quad this? Oh, it's getting harder to do with the ruts. Getting harder to do for sure. I'm going to completely confuse that idiot. He thinks I'm going around the track. He's over there like, okay, he's going to be over here. Oh, shit. Oh, no, he's over here on the stream. Oh, no. He turned around. Oh, shit. Free riding's pretty fun on this. Sure. Oh, we're flying ass now. We are going to an entirely another world. And the dude still sucks at taking me out. It's crazy. Oh, oh. Come on, bike. You can do it. You can do it, brother. We got a 36 dooskies. We did hit 40 at one point in the live stream, so that was cool. Biggest live stream I've ever had to date. Yeah. Yeah. That's how you do it, dude. Yeah, you gotta, you know, stay on the bike to be able to take me out there, big dog. I don't know if you can handle all that action, but it's what you gotta do. See where he's at. Let's just see. He probably parked it right there. Yeah, yeah. Parked it right here. So I'm going to hit him with this action. He's like, whoa, where'd he go? Dude, I'm having fun playing this shit, though. I swear to God, I sit there and play this for like, on this track, too. Just like played it till like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's just like, there's something about this game. Whoa, lag. Holy shit. Something about this game that just, the way the terrain deformation is, it's like, it just like gets you into it, you know, makes you want to play it more. Ooh, I thought I made it over that guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I appreciate all you boys showing up, though. Yeah, there's something about this terrain deformation system that just like keeps you wanting to play on a certain track to see what it does and shit, you know? Definitely something about it. Look at all that red tiger pepperoni action. Ooh, that's getting rough. Holy shit. It's getting some roughness on that thing now. That was not there at all pre-made. You know what I'm saying? All made around the terrain deformation. For sure. Yeah, I'll try to throw a whip right up here. Or I'll just hit the side of the landing and die. It's fun too. Actually legendary. Dude, let's just go for it. Fuck it. Oh, yep. That's how that goes. Interesting how this game, instead of having like a standard pop-off system, like MX Simulator, you know, like you just legs off if you way over jump something like that, right? You just straight up legs off. It's interesting how this game, it's almost like it all happens in your front. It's like your front, like you'll just get head shake and then boom, you're off, you know, you fall down. It's definitely different in that sense in MX Simulator. It's interesting how it does that in this game for sure. Oh. Oh, he got a 2-for-1. I was trying to make where he just took that dude out. I apparently could not make that happen though. Mad skills, brother. Oh, that's a goodie. That's a goodie. Oh! Yeah, now you can start actually like kind of sliding off the bike in some of these ruts. All right, boys, I appreciate all you showing up. That's about it for this live stream here. Appreciate you. Memberships are up. Even if you become a member when I'm not live streaming, I'll shout you out in the video, give you all the perks that come with it. Be sure and take a look at that. Follow me up on everything. Spencer Turley, no spaces and no capital letters. Appreciate you. We'll be back soon.